Welcome back to
Glasses with Glasses. So today we have a treat especial.
That's right. Something we all feel like we need right now. A little redemption.
So with all that's going on in the world, no, this is not a political channel. So pick this up out of Trader Joe's, and it's actually mildly priced rye. I'm a big fan of bourbons and ryes and whiskey in general. And rye is actually making a pretty big comeback in the last few years. It used to be a little bit more rarer in the East Coast than it is presently. There's a lot more options these days. And I've never had redemption. Heard good things about it. And the price was very reasonable, I think. So
I've tried this before. It was a long time ago, so it's almost going to be like trying it again for me this time. I don't know if the formulation has changed or if the company has made anything
well,
different.
this is a small batch.
Right. The label says pre-prohibition rye revival. So let's see how that works out. To add to what my co-host here was saying about rye becoming popular in the northeast of the U.S., when bars were still a thing, I remember going into bars and seeing more and more rye and hearing more and more people order rye. To be honest, more and more people of the male variety. But rye was becoming popular here in the Northeast, and it's not something that we really knew about. It becomes a trendy thing for our age group.
Yeah.
The coastal millennials, and
well, speak for yourself, not a millennial.
Oh well, excuse me.
A few months ahead of that.
Dodged it by a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So
actually, yeah, you're right. A couple of weeks.
A couple of weeks. That's what we had here. So we're gonna give this a shot and let you know how it is. Now, my history with rye isn't a good history.
I've actually had an excellent history.
The only other rye I ever had was bullet rye. And that was an interesting night, and I lost my glasses that night on the train, and I ended up getting new glasses.
Okay.
I never heard the end of it.
Actually, it's one of the things that they talk about is before the Prohibition, rye was like the main whiskey type that was sold in the U.S., and then bourbon became the main whiskey type after the Prohibition. And the main thing is because of I believe bourbon is made mostly out of corn, and rye is made out of rye. So it's a different type of whiskey. They're both whiskeys. It's just the stock starts differently. And correct me if I'm wrong, and if you do have more information, please put it in the description. But that's based on what I saw.
And the comments.
Limited research I had. So first things first, I do love the bottle. It almost it's like one of these like gigantic flasks. It's got a curve on it, and from here, I haven't opened it yet, but from here it actually looks like it's got a good quality cork and a nice, just a good presentation, and it's something that we haven't really considered in the past, I guess.
What about the color?
I think the color is beautiful. It's this like honey gold color.
Let's hold it up to this there so you can see it.
I mean, it's just nice.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta let us know about. We'll do our little research too on rye. Besides bread and whiskey, what else do they really use rye for? Anything else?
I'm not sure.
That's mass produced. Maybe that's why rye lost its popularity, because with Prohibition, maybe the whole rye market tanked.
And it's probably because of mass production favors corn anyway.
That's true.
The U.S. is basically gigantic cornfields here.
That's true.
So much of it actually that we use it in our fuel, gasoline.
Yeah.
It's got 10% corn alcohol in it. So let's see. Well, that was a good sound. And the cork, yes, it's a natural cork. None of this plastic crap. Good thick bottle.
All right.
Wrong glass.
Well, getting right to it.
Shot glass.
Getting right to it.
All right, let's do. 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 Let's do little shot of this. By shot, I mean we'll sip it.
In terms of size, it's one shot. We don't shoot. Yeah, we have, but not this. All right, so we're gonna try this out. See
Yep.
what it's like.
Cheers.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you all.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
It is a little different from other ryes that I've had. It's a little less sweet.
I think it's good. I think it's not like bitter and not too sweet. I don't like liquors that are too sweet. That's kind of a bit of a nasty thing. And usually they have a bad aftertaste, or the sweetness is a bit of a turnoff, or it doesn't sit right in my stomach. This is good. This is like just, it has a flavor. It has like it's like, you know, whatever hints it has from its process. It's not very woody, as I would use the term. You don't taste a lot of, obviously you can tell it was made in a basket, as any other whiskey is, right? But
A cask.
casket. Basket.
It was made in a basket.
My brain was made in a basket. Yeah, but it's pretty good. I like it. I could drink this. You know, I could just sit down and drink this. You know, even this is very good meat.
You can definitely sit down and drink this. It has so it's not in a vanilla. It's more like nuts, and we're talking about like or maybe a berry flavor. It's more like a blackberry. It has a little hint of it, you know, a bit of a hint of like a bitter blackberry or maybe raspberry.
You see the cork here? Let's see what the bottle says. If the bottle gives any information as to what was the ingredients here.
Well, the ingredients is
Just rye.
just rye.
Yeah, straight rye. That's it.
Yeah. So the actual
Aged no less than
taste,
2 years.
the actual taste, it becomes a complex taste as it gets aged in a cask, right? So depending on the type of cask it was aged in, or however they blended it at the distillery. Sometimes you get nutty taste. Sometimes you get a vanilla taste. Sometimes you get like a berry taste. Sometimes I think this is more towards the berries.
So
and
this
like
is
a bitter berry.
this
not-
is
not-
95% rye and 5% barley,
Okay.
and it's aged in charred oak barrels.
So the barley actually makes sense. And of course the charred oak barrels give it that nice golden color, and
So I sloshed it around my mouth there for a bit, and I don't get any fruitiness out of it, which is, I think it's nice. I think it just has a mature, clear, smooth taste. It goes down smooth. It doesn't try to be something else. It just is just a rye, you know?
it's just that I think this is probably one of the purest forms of rye I've had.
I think it's like the gold, like, I don't want to use the word gold standard, but basically if you had to say, like, what does a rye taste like? Or what can I say, what can I use something, what can I use as a pretty decent rye to compare other ryes to? Maybe this is the one.
I think this is the one, and I actually, there's a lot of people, they have conflicting tastes with rye. I know people that get instant headaches from rye. I've never had that problem. I think this is actually very, very smooth without trying to be sweet.
Yeah,
And
because
you're right.
Because some of the ryes I've had, well, the only other rye I had was Bullet Rye, and I, for some reason, I don't like that. Like, it doesn't go down so smooth. This goes down really smooth. So, you know.
I've had 4 or 5 different types, and I think this is probably one of my favorite ones. Actually, I'll go one step further. I think this is my favorite one.
So is that why it's pre-prohibition? Is that like the style of how it was made before the prohibition?
I would say so.
Is the right style to do it? Like, this is the way it should be?
Yeah. So rye lost popularity to bourbon, and then things have changed. I guess they're trying to bring it back. It's kind of like like every generation has their own favorite alcohol. I guess we're back to the pre-prohibition days.
Yeah. And if you've had Redemption Rye before, and you have a couple of comments on there, please leave them.
Yeah. Talk to us.
Yeah, we want to know what you think about Redemption Rye as well.
Absolutely.
Right? This is my first time trying this particular rye, and I really don't have any kind of rye experience, and I liked it.
Yes, yes. So, again, this is, I guess, a rye for a person that is uninitiated, and they'll get along with it just fine. If you want to get somebody like into it, I guess this is the rye to go to. And again, the price point, I believe it was under $30. For a whiskey of this caliber, I think it's actually really, really, really good value. And kudos to Trader Joe's for actually having this in stock. So thumbs up to them. It was actually a birthday present for me. So
Nice.
I guess wifey did right.
All right.
So I guess we're gonna start doing our tests. This is the part of the test where we put Coke in everything. Coca-Cola, you still have not contacted us. We're shrinking your product line.
We're downgrading your size to pathetic.
I don't want to spill this. Okay. No,
Actually-
seriously, go contact us.
The real reason why we got the small one today is because, this is the new year, so we're going to try to lose some weight, and we figured, we don't need to over-purchase, because we just end up drinking a whole bunch of Coke. And most likely a whole bunch of something else in that Coke, and then we just keep getting blubbery.
Half a glass of Coke each, and a shot of.
Half a glass is what? Is it like 2 shots is half a glass?
This is like more like 3.
Alright, so a 3 to 1 ratio.
Yeah.
A little swirl. We don't have stirrers if you guys want to donate some to us. New set blew the budget.
Seriously, yeah. I mean, you guys can donate some toothpicks or maybe a couple of 2x4s we can use to.
That's it.
Cheers.
All right.
I like it. I guess you and me are like
At
different-
first it was kind of like Jack and Coke, and then it wasn't. Then it wasn't. And when I first hit the tongue, it was like that, and afterwards I'm like, no. I liked it so much by itself, it shouldn't be mixed. This is just wrong. This is just sacrilege. It's a sin. But you like it?
I like it. Not that I would go out of my way to mix it with Coke, but it's worth a try. And I actually kind of like it. I think this is probably one of the few Coke and alcohol products that we've mixed so far that I actually truly think it's okay.
Imagine, yeah, right. Imagine going into a bar and asking for this mixture. Hey, you might embarrass yourself. Hey, you got any rye? Bartender's like, yeah, we got several. Can I get like a rye and Coke?
He would look at you like, oh,
Okay.
are you, did you?
It's a nut for every bolt.
I guess so.
Pot for every cover.
Like, it almost tastes spicy. Yeah. I don't mind it at
I
all.
can see where you say it tastes a little spicy.
I don't mind it at all.
I don't know. Maybe I could really figure out the grain now, because like it's almost like, so this is probably like all corn syrup Coke, right? And it's
Yeah.
like mixing that corn syrup into like this grain-based alcohol. It's weird. It's like almost like dipping a piece of bread in Coke. I don't know if I like that.
Well, the other aspect of it is if we actually bought a bourbon, which would be a corn-based alcohol, put it in Coke that has corn-based sugar in it.
Didn't we do Maker's Mark like that?
Yeah, we did.
I like Maker's Mark and Coke actually.
I didn't.
So there you go. Whatever that means.
Yeah. So,
I'll give it another shot.
okay. This is the part where we get trashed.
Yeah, I think so.
Remember, it's just two guys drinking, right? It's our opinion. Join us for the ride.
At the end of the night, if you gave me this after I had a few drinks, I think I would accept it. Because I feel like as you drink more and more of it, it's okay.
Well,
What's your favorite way, if you know of any way, to do rye as a mixer? Please let us know. I've never heard of any rye mixers, but I'm sure there's rye cocktails.
I mean, I'm sure you can do like a Manhattan.
Yeah, we're not professional bartenders, so you know.
I'm guessing you can do like a Manhattan with rye if you wanted to.
Yeah. Well, I just don't know of any things that start off with rye as an ingredient. Right off the top of my head, I'm sure if somebody said something, I'd be like, oh yeah, I've had that, but I just don't know.
Yeah, I'm drinking this like it's going out of style.
That's good. So when you could have a sweetened down alcohol, it's a nice dangerous combination because you could just throw them back all the time. I don't think I would do this though. Just knowing how it is pure, I think I would just drink it
frankly
pure.
speaking, like the king of anything mixed with Coke, Captain Coke. You cannot go wrong with Captain Coke. You can just sit there and drink it all night.
We're gonna have to do a video on Captain then.
And then at the end of the night, you're messed up. I mean, you're walking like at 30 degrees to the ground.
Hey, that was my last night. Just Captain out of a plastic bottle and Coke.
Plastic bottle.
Yeah, the cheap little small bottles they sell.
Oh God. Anyway, so that and Coke is just, that's all you really need. There's just a little bit of Captain, a little bit of Coke, and it's just like, you can sit there and knock them back all night. So now, let's add some ice to our rye and Coke.
And then
One or two lumps.
You better give me two. Then after this, we have to have just like ice and yeah.
I'll do one. Well, I gotta let it steep, you know.
Let it steep.
Steeping.
See if we can get some chilling going on here.
Yeah. Alright. So reduce the noise. Cheers.
Ice, Coke, rye.
That's even better.
Didn't make a difference to me.
I like it.
In fact, it's tasting like really sweet. Like super sweet. Like sweeter than just Coke.
I don't know.
I don't know, it's weird.
I rather like it. So now we're doing the ice test. Single cube in a shot glass.
A little different today from our previous ice test, but
Yeah.
same concept. Just is it cold and is it, you know,
It's in a smaller scale.
that's it. Because, you know, we don't want to get trashed. This stuff isn't that weak.
Oh. What's the 50% alcohol? What is it? I didn't even look at the percentage on this. 92 proof, 46% alcohol.
Yeah, this is a little stronger than the stuff we usually put on here.
Oh, that's not true.
No, that stuff we put on here is in the 30s. So far.
The other bourbon was
Maker's
50.
Mark?
Maker's is 50.
50?
Yes, sir. It's 100 proof.
No, wow, okay. So, lighter than Maker's Mark.
Cheers. And this is no longer neat. This is just redemption and ice. I actually like it neat a lot. I thought with Coke it was okay. Better than it should have been. Let's put it this way. And Coke and ice was even better. Let's see what it is alone and ice.
What do you think?
Opens the bouquet.
I like it better neat.
I do too.
Neat was the way to go.
It's a little bit more bitter
Yeah,
with the ice.
it's like other flavors get faded away, but the bitterness still stays.
Yeah. So it's basically, in my scale, is neat, Coke and ice, with Coke alone, and a very far distant
With ice.
with ice.
Mine is just neat. That's it. Don't even bother with the rest.
Really?
Yeah. Room temperature, neat. That's it.
5 years ago, that would have been me.
It's strange. Yeah, I mean, I like stuff when it's chilled a lot. Some scotches I really like chilled, but this I don't think so. No. I think it really just had such a you know, like a real iconic kind of taste. Like it set the standard for what this type of drink should be. That you really shouldn't change it from what it is. Just pour it out and drink it.
I agree with you.
I'm sure that's what they would have did in the Prohibition era because ice wasn't readily available back then. You know?
I'm
Ice
sure
was
there
by
was
delivery.
Yes.
Back then, you know, that was
They had ice
different
boxes.
times. Yeah.
All right. So on that bombshell, like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment down below.
Until the next time. This has been Glasses.
With glasses.
With Glasses.
Cheers to you all.
Cheers.
You're right. Neat alone is better.
Tell you what though, I had a toothache and it's kind of gone.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do I have tits? Looks like I have tits, but I don't feel like I have tits.
You know that's being recorded, right? We'll put
That's
that in
right.
the bloopers. I have tits. I mean, I'm sure there's a butt chugging joke somewhere in there. And this part is most likely going to get cut out of the final edit.
I just keep getting reminded of the rye bread, you know?
Like,
those big roast beef rye sandwiches that they sell. And like, I don't like rye bread.
But every man is a fan of roast beef.
That's right. That's right.
Every man likes a little roast beef.
That's it. Little pink color on the inside, a little dark color on the edges.
Yeah.
What's not to like?
Yeah. You can just like literally just dive in and, you know.
That's it.